What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a good tree base that you can build in the jungle biome or any tree biome really, but we're just going to be focused on the jungle in this one. But before we start, it'd be great if you would leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and hit that bell icon. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first you want to start off finding a good tree. It really doesn't matter what kind of tree. We're just going for like one of the taller ones. I want to do one closer to the water over here. Sorry about that lag right there. I don't know what that was, but this one looks like a good tree area. So first you want to find some jungle wood. We're going to go with gonna get some planks. We're gonna get some logs. We're gonna just get all type of these. I am going to be showing you this in creative, but this is a good survival base that you can use just like the stencil for it in the platform. But before we do that, we need to build a base first, like the main part. So we're gonna, I kind of want it to be a little higher, so maybe like around like right here, like that. So we're gonna put two around, and keep it extending it like this. So we have this log right here. I was gonna break it so it could just be like a 2x2, but we can keep this. I feel like we can use that for something. So now we're just gonna clear out some of these leaves and vines out the way, so we can just have a clear view on what we're doing. All right, so now we are going to I thought this was gonna look cool, but I really don't like it, so we're just gonna get rid of that. I try to give the benefit of the doubt. But we should extend this probably a few more blocks, just because it's like kind of narrow. We want a little bit of space right here. This is where our bed and like the other stuff is going to be. So we need this to be kind of a big platform. This is just the bottom. So yeah, we just need to extend this a little bit.
A potato flew around my room.
All right, now we're going to get some fences, some jungle fences. And we are gonna build these stilts all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so now that we got the stilts in, we're gonna add a little bit more character to it. Alright, so now that we add a little bit of character to the stilts, as you can see, they're not really done yet, but we're just going to continue for now. So now we're going to make a staircase from the bottom all the way to the top. So we're going to start about right here. We are doing dark oak just to have a little accent in it. We don't just want all jungle, you know. We want it to look a little bit different, a little bit of weather to it and make it look real. So we're just going to add these going up. Alright, so now that we have the staircase going up, we can move on. So next we are going to be working on the actual house part up here. So we are going to go on for like the tree house kind of look. But before we start that, we're going to extend this over here to come on this tree so we can have another platform. Alright, so we got the other platform here. We're going to spice it up a little bit, but I just wanted to show you that they don't necessarily have to be even, like square, completely square. You can be like a little rectangle like this. Just because of this tree, how it is, it's kind of like longer a little bit, so we made it like extend this way. It really doesn't matter for real, just showing you that. All right, so now we're going to connect these. All right, so now we've got a connecting bridge. We are going to spice it up a little bit. All right, so now that we got the bridge built in, let's start on the house. All right, so now that I'm actually working on the actual treehouse, I'm starting to notice that this log in the middle is going to be a problem. There's no really space to do anything, so we are going to be building most of the stuff. Well, not most, but like the bed and like the kitchen and stuff. We're going to be doing that over here. But now we're going to start on the roof. We're going to make it all of leaves. All right, so now that we got the roof kind of figured out, we are going to get on these windows. All right, so now that we've got the window situation figured out, let's add.
Let me add a little bit of spice to that.
All right, so we are going to do a chimney up here. I'm going to show you guys. All right, so we're going to do a chimney up here, probably around like right here. I'm going to show you guys an easy way to make a chimney, quick, easy, and simple. All right, so what you want to do is find out where you want to build it. I'm going to probably do it right there, and we build up. That's about good because there's going to be one more on top of this. So what we are going to do is find a campfire, one of these, and boom. Just like that. But we are not done. We need some trap. I usually like to use spruce trapdoors for this, and I just boom like that, boom, 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 just like that. That's simple. Now you have a chimney. All right, now that we had a little bit of character on the outside of it, we are going to start on the inside. All right, so since there's not a lot of space in here, as you can see, we are going to make use of what we can. So we are going to put a craft table right there. We can maybe put some storage, not right there. And for the storage, we're going to just put it up here, right there, and just, oh, you didn't see that. yeah, you didn't see that. We're going to put this one this way. Same with this one. We have one over here, and we're gonna put our last one right here, just so this space is somewhat useful, not just worthless. Actually, instead of that being there, we're gonna put a furnace right there, and boom. And also, we should we put another blast furnace on there? Or we should put a smoker on top of that, and we're just gonna get this up out of here. We're not using that right now. Smoker, boom, just like that. All right, so now we're gonna add a little bit more moss to the floor. I don't have any in right now, and like I said, I am doing this in creative, but you can do this in survival. All the stuff I'm using stuff is craftable, easy to get. Really, I'm not really using anything that is absurd to find. So we're just gonna continue this. Just gonna spread it out a little bit. That should be good. Although I want it to kind of a little patchy a little bit. I don't want it to be too much moss. Like, is that too much? Probably that one. What do you think about that? I'm not mad at it. But actually, it might look better if we just do all of it in, like, on the inside. I think that might look a little better. Yep, I like it like that kind of. And the reason I'm not going to put anything right here is just because the staircase is right here and there's not a lot of space to put anything, and I want to be able to walk around this whole thing. And I want to show you this like porch balcony kind of thing. These vines will come down, like you see how this is starting to. These are all come down and grow over, and it's going to look like a really cool doorway. And we're going to put a door in here, so we do need to break that. So boom, this way, that way, there we go, there we go. All right, so over here, I'm probably gonna make this a little bit bigger, but we are gonna make this look a little bit different from that. So this over here is gonna be a little more open. That's kind of a house kind of deal. All right, so for this, we're gonna do the same thing with the stilts. All right, so now that we are done with the stilts, we are going to get started on the actual building slash house. What we're going to do is use a lot of fence here. All right, so we're going to do something like this, and this is going to be like what kind of holds it up. So we're just going to continue this all around. All right, so we're going to get the bed going on. So we're going to put this like in the middle like this, a little simple, nothing too crazy. Let's get a bed. What color? We should go green. Green seems appropriate for right now. So boom, and then we're just gonna add some slides around. So that looked a little bit more better in my head than what it actually was. So we were just gonna get some dark oak and put that as the headboard. We're just gonna add this on top here. Boom, 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 like that. So now we have the bed situation kind of figured out. Should I get rid of that and put like candles right here or something? I don't know. This is basically, I'm just giving you like the platform. You could do whatever you want to this. Like this is just showing you what you can do for a base. You can add however you want your bed to look, however you want anything to look. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, just stuff that I would like. So if you would like something else, that's completely fine. All right, so over here we're gonna add the nether portal. Alright, so take into account that I have to put the enchantment stuff in here. This bed isn't going to work. It looks kind of boring and plain anyway, so we're just going to move it. All right, so we moved and changed the bed so we have more space to work with, and I kind of made a bunk bed kind of deal in case you want to play multiplayer. So now let's finish the room. Alright, so now that we got the layout kind of figured out, let's add some carpet. Alright, so I was going to do just all red carpet, but I'm going to do just red carpet right here, then the rest is going to be moss. Alright, so now that we got the carpet in, let's add the roof. All right, so now that the roof is done, let's move on. All right, so what we're gonna do now is make this a little bit safer, because all you have to do is jump up here, boom, boom, and you're done. So let's make this a little bit higher. All right, so now that we got the walls up a little bit, let's move on. All right, so we're gonna add some lights at the top here. Just boom, boom, boom. Wait, did I mess that up? I did. So let's move that back over. And we'll put that one right there. This one right here. This one right here. Boom. Oh my, that didn't place, my bad. One right there and one last one right there. All right. How we looking, guys? How we looking, chat? Let me know. All right, so this is what we have so far. We're gonna add one more platform, probably like over here somewhere, and that is gonna be the farm. Oh, I almost forgot to put the trapdoors around the side, so let's do that. And the corners right here, we're gonna put some stone buttons right there to make it look like bolts. All right, so while I was doing the buttons, I forgot I didn't do this side right here. We need to add some lights over here. And boom, that should be, yep, that should be okay. We're coming together here. We're coming together now. Like I said, we're gonna have one more platform about like over here somewhere maybe, and that's gonna be the farm. And these vines right here, as you can see, they're gonna come down, as that one's trying to do right there. They're gonna come down. It's gonna look way better. It just looks like this now because I just made it. And while I'm working on the farm over here, I'm gonna come back when I'm done to see how it looks with the vines and stuff thrown in. This is what the main house kind of looks like with all the vines and stuff thrown in, but there's still some more. This is the patio I was talking about. It looks like a little nice little doorway, little jungle doorway. Dope. All right, so I decided to use this tree right here, but it's gonna be a little bit different from these because these are like kind of on top of other trees a little bit. Like this is one that's gonna be like right in the middle. So we're just gonna connect a bridge from right there to over here. All right, now that we have the bridge done, let's get started on this. So we need to make the stilts for this to make it look just like these. So let's do that. All right, so now that we got the stills done, let's get working on this base. So we are gonna, same thing basically over there as we're gonna do over here. We're just gonna put some trapdoors around the sides. All right, to make this farm a little bit safer, we're gonna add a fence around the sides. All right, so the next step is the grass, and you could either do it like this, like above like that. You can just walk up to it like that, or you can put one in like that and then do it like that. Or I'm gonna do it like this just because I think it personally looks better, and to me it just looks better than this. So we obviously need water, so we're gonna make the corners where the water is gonna be, and we're just gonna go under this and cover these up. Oh, we're gonna go under these and cover these up like that. It really doesn't matter how it looks exactly because we're gonna cover up most of this in leaves. All right, so now that is situated, so we're gonna add some leaves around it to kind of like hide it a little bit, make it look a little more natural. I'm gonna put it all right here. I'm gonna cover all of this and we're gonna add on to it so it doesn't look so man-made. See, like that looks so straight man-made. So just add like some leaves going down like that, maybe that, and boom, boom, and maybe spread this out a little bit. Actually, we're gonna just cover this whole thing because I think it looks better without the dirt showing, so it looks a little bit more natural. So we're just gonna cover all of these and gonna fix it up a little bit. All right, so that looks way more natural than what it did before. So let's add the water. We're just gonna get that in there. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys didn't see that. And last one. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna hit this with a hoe. All right, so now let's add the crops. All right, so let's add this. So we're gonna leave these two right here unplanted because we need to be able to walk around a little bit, see what we're doing. So we're just gonna add these. All right, so now we got all of them in. We're gonna hit it with bone meal so you can see how it looks. All right, so this is what it looks like when you get all of them grown in. And now we're gonna add the final touches. I'll probably add some more vines in here, maybe some lights. Let's get that going. All right, so we got that done. This is what it looks like when it's completed. So this is the treehouse build. Technically, you can live up here always. You technically never have to come down if you don't want to. You have food, you have everything that you need. You just have to get everything first and then come up. But once you get this, you technically don't have to leave this. But this is a cool, simple build that you can do. I did this and maybe like what, an hour, maybe. I don't know how long I've been recording, but you can do this super quick and easy, and I'll get close up again. This is the farm area. Then we have a bridge going on right here, and this is the entrance, well, the balcony entrance is the balcony exit. Also come right here, walk. You do have to be careful unless you fall right here, but you should be all right. I'm pretty sure you know how not to fall by now. But hey, this is a cool, simple build that you can just do. Like I said, I did this in not even an hour, probably like 40 minutes. Like, this is something super quick and easy. This is the other side of the bridge. You know, this is the room kind of area. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to use this layout. You don't have to technically use this layout. You don't have to technically use the stuff that's inside. This is just trying to give you like an idea of what you can do. It's just like a cool idea, cool simple idea you can just do really quick. You know, this is the bunk beds, and if you see anything in here that you like, whether it's the staircase, the actual building, whatever it is, like these little buildings over here, like little builds, anything that you like, go ahead and copy it and do it and apply it to your world. That's really how a lot of people, especially me, that's how a lot of people learn and do things different. I take things from things I saw before and just put it all together. This is a cool, easy build for survival, hardcore, or creative. Anything that you want to do, you can go ahead and do it with this. If there is anything that I missed, anything that you would think would be great to add to this, leave it in the comments below, or you can just do it yourself. Send me a picture of it, maybe on Instagram or whatever. And if you have any builds that you would like to show me, or that you're working on, or you worked on in the past, or whatever, feel free to send it to me. Feel free to send anything to me. I would love to see it. It'll be great. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and this is the last look before we end off the video. I just want to thank you guys for tuning into the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification. We just hit 15 subscribers. I'm grateful for that. We were just at what, 7 not too long ago, like a few days ago. I thank you guys for everything, and if you would like, tune into some of my other videos, tune into the new videos that I have coming up, and I thank you and I'm grateful for everything. Have a good, wonderful, blessed day. Bye.